Hello and welcome back to Game of Trades, your #1 channel for videos on the stock market and cryptocurrencies. This video is going to be focused on Bitcoin. We've had a small correction over the past few days, around a 12% drop from the all-time high here that was made just a few days ago. These are definitely some very exciting times for Bitcoin right now. And I wanted to start off by looking at this chart right here that we actually posted on Twitter a couple of days ago that shows the price of Bitcoin compared to Google Trends search for Bitcoin, basically showing you the number of times that people have searched for the word Bitcoin throughout the past few years. And you can see right now the interest in Bitcoin is extremely low. We haven't seen these levels since before the big run we saw throughout 2020. So that's what I really wanted to start off the video with, just to show you guys that the retail interest in Bitcoin right now has not come yet. Retail investors, short-term speculators only come into Bitcoin when it's trading at all-time highs. All of these big moves up in the search for Bitcoin have been made when Bitcoin was going parabolic at all-time highs. And the exact same thing happened right here in 2020. Retail interest only began to come into the market when Bitcoin broke its all-time high, and that's how Bitcoin works. The momentum from retail investors only comes when Bitcoin is in price discovery. So the next few weeks here, as we get into that price discovery and we start to see new all-time highs, those next few weeks are going to be extremely interesting to follow on this incredible asset. If you want to follow that with us, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Now, in this video, we're going to discuss what's been happening over the past few days here, whether we can expect more downside or whether Bitcoin is about to make another big run up here. We're going to take a look at the on-chain data of supply and demand for Bitcoin in detail. That's going to help us find out what the next few weeks have in store for us. And now, without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, this is the technical picture we have on Bitcoin right now. This is a logarithmic chart, and we have this resistance level here that goes back to 2017. If we zoom out, we can connect that high from 2017 all the way to 2021, and that gives us a big level of resistance to watch. Now, why am I cutting through some of these spikes? If we go to a weekly chart, you'll see that this trend line actually captures a maximum number of weekly closes. We've got one weekly close here, one here, one here. So I think that's the level that the market is going to be watching here as the next big level of resistance at around $74,000 to $76,000. Now, we did see a nice rejection off the top of this short-term price channel here. We have a nice bullish price channel right here capturing these two significant reactions, and you can also draw to catch these top reactions right there. And like any price channel, you've got a nice middle zone that acts as both support and resistance, whether it's being tested from above or from below. So we did hit the top of that resistance, but as I'm going to show you in the rest of this video, I don't think this is going to lead to a massive correction. Right now, it's looking like Bitcoin just wants to consolidate its gains from the past few weeks. It's normal to see a pullback after such a strong move up here, but it does seem like this zone of support here is acting as a technical support zone. Now, let's take a look at the on-chain data. This is the first chart that I want to show you. Extremely important to understand. This is the total transfer volume and loss. We've been talking about this for quite some time. It's extremely useful to time tops and bottoms on Bitcoin. All the major bottoms on Bitcoin have been made with the total transfer volume and loss spiking. Look at this COVID-19 crash right here. Big spike in the volume and loss. Same thing at the bottom of the 2018 bear market. Same thing here after the China crackdown panic crash, and right here on this recent 40K low. Now, when price is rallying, you can expect this volume and loss to start to crash down like we've seen over the past few weeks. Price has been rallying and this volume has been coming down, so you don't often get a big top on Bitcoin unless this volume is extremely low. And that's where you can take a look at this nice channel here, right here, downtrend channel. on this total transfer volume and loss, and all big tops on Bitcoin have been made with the total transfer volume and loss coming down to test the bottom of that channel. Look at this. This was a big top right here. If we look at this bottom right there, that corresponded to that January high here. This September high right there, that corresponds to a big low on the total transfer volume and loss. I think you start to get the point that right now we're just not at the bottom of the channel. We're not even close to the lower end of that range at around 100K on this indicator. That tells me that in the short term, this rally still has some room to run. I also want to show you this chart right here. This is the illiquid supply of Bitcoin. It's extremely important to watch this chart very carefully, because if there's a lot of illiquid supply, meaning that supply that's not being put into circulation, that tells you there's a big chance that the price is going to go up. If not much supply is available and there's a lot of demand that comes into the market, then it creates what you call a supply squeeze and it pushes the price higher. So for example, at the 2021 top here, if we zoom in a little bit to what was happening, you saw this rally here, this rally in May 2021. Price was going up, but the illiquid supply was going down, telling you that there was more supply available of Bitcoin, and that foresaw the next leg down on Bitcoin. Then if we look at what was happening right here throughout this period of consolidation on Bitcoin, we had the price go down throughout this period. So May all the way to July 2021, you had price go down and the illiquid supply go up, and that fueled the next leg up on Bitcoin. So that's how I like to use this indicator, by using divergence. When price is going up, illiquid supply is going down, that's telling you that the supply and demand dynamics are not confirming the direction of the price. And you had, again, the exact same thing. Let's zoom in a little bit more into this area. During that September correction, you had Bitcoin's price go down, but the illiquid supply go up. That was bullish divergence. We'll call that bullish divergence, and it fueled the next leg up. What's happening right now? Let's zoom in a little bit more. You have price going down and the illiquid supply going up. These are very bullish on-chain developments. It's confirming that we're really not seeing any big signs of mass profit taking on Bitcoin. It's just accumulation right now, and it is increasing the odds of seeing a higher Bitcoin price over the next few months. By the way, make sure to leave a comment down below to let us know if you're interested in seeing a video discussing on whether to position on the Bitcoin or altcoin market right now. That's one of our priorities at gameoftrades.net for our crypto membership, is to be able to properly time that positioning between Bitcoin and altcoins. In these Bitcoin weekly overviews, we give you our exact strategy in terms of the timing of those trades and the reasons why, using the highest quality on-chain data that we can find. And in this recent overview, we give a list of altcoins that we're currently looking at to position into for the next alt season. Over the next few weeks, that's going to be one of our main focus points on gameoftrades.net, is to find the most promising projects for this coming alt season. What are the big trends that are going to be appearing? I really do think that there are some big gains to be made, and we're also asking our community to participate into that. So if you're interested in finding out what other people are saying on other altcoins, we've already had some great suggestions. Now, that's about all I wanted to cover in this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to follow these crazy markets with us. Now, in the meantime, I wish you good luck on your trading, and see you next time.